shops at Creative Building Finishes? You, the homeowner who creates luxurious spaces with our floor and wall tiles. The contractor and builder who are convinced that our ceramic tiles are right for the job. The architect and designer who make dreams come true with our wood look and porcelain tiles. Superior customer service, knowledgeable staff, inviting showroom, and you get where this is going, right? Shop 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get Creative Building Finishes.
In Jamaica, your rights are protected by our Constitution. From the right to education to freedom of expression, every citizen deserves respect and dignity. But remember, with rights come responsibilities. Let's uplift and respect each other and stand against injustice. Together, we can make Jamaica a better place for ourselves and future generations. Know your rights. Embrace your responsibilities. This message was brought to you by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs.
Open an account with the Insurance Employees Cooperative Credit Union today and enjoy attractive savings products and affordable loans with low rates and minimal fees. Membership is open to employees and clients of insurance companies, building societies, and financial service entities. Visit ieccu.com or call 876-906-5362-4 in Kingston or 876-979-6516 in Montego Bay. The Insurance Employees Cooperative Credit Union, a union of possibilities.
Are you ready for something mega?
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT, drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion, April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart, locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
This Child's Month, the Design Studio is calling all young creatives and proud parents. It's the Kids Room Redo Contest, a 4-week celebration of creativity and color. Whether your child decorated their own space or you created a magical room just for them, we want to see it. Share photos, win prizes, and get featured on our show. Tune in every week this May to the Design Studio with Karen Booker from 1 to 3 p.m. for fun, inspiration, and winners. Enter now by sending your pics via WhatsApp to 876-280-6629. Let's make Child's Month bold, bright, and beautiful.
Everything loud and wicked every Saturday 3 to 5 p.m. with Outside with Pepita. Loan vibes, loan laughs, and loan entertainment. Come on the road with we. Cause when we say Outside with Pepita, we're there all over Jamaica. Anyway, check them out. We're there. We're in on the business. Stay tuned in for prizes, surprises, giveaways, guest artists, and enough more. But hold on there. We forget to big up my DJ. DJ Jerome, the shell boss, I'm gonna make your bus to pew pew with the maddest, baddest, and latest tunes. So look out for Outside with Pepita. We might be coming to a town near you. You heard it here first. Outside with Pepita, Saturdays 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. The new revolution in media. Jamaica, lock it in and don't miss a thing.
Jamaica, our young people are world leaders, innovators, and game changers. They are creative, intelligent, bold, and they are champions. My youths, you have the power to transform Jamaica. Our country needs your ideas, your opinions, your solutions, and your support. Full time now, we kick out crime and violence, rape culture, unemployment, and all of the other problems in Jamaica land we love. I'm Empress Scolding, encouraging all young people to come make we talk up. Pan Talk Up Radio. Go on with it, youths. Talk up youth. Myself a talk up youth.
And so we come to know these youths and show these youths. Talk up yourself, the youths to know them roots. Nurture them, protect and love and hear these youths. Use to make them know I love we show these youths.
Let's save the youth, not kill the youth. I build we come for build the youth. Stop trick and fool and kill the youth. I build we come for build the youth. Empower and then skill the youth. I build we come for build the youth. Youth in action, Jamaica, we are
build the youths there.
Talk up youth in Jamaica.
In life, in life, like royalty, hey. If I ever make it in a life, you are gonna be living like royalty. So me happy set it in a right. Never ever happy think twice, no way. If I ever make it in a life, you are gonna be living like royalty. So me happy set it in a right. Never ever happy think twice, no way. Me used to sleep on Stagger Coach. Me used to sleep on Corey Coach. Them and they never left me out. Me used to live at Eddie House. Me never keep me own a key. She keep my used to let me out. Me bring him with me go LA. It's like a him get nominated. Watch the Grammy side of me. Cause how much people can you say would feed you when you're hungry, when you broke them bless you with money. But I have been so fortunate, surrounded by so many people, make sure say me compensating. And them the thing me can't forget. Your daughter and my daughter wants me living, she no happy fret. If I ever make it in a life, you are gonna be living like royalty. So me happy set it in a right. Never ever happy think twice, no way. If I ever make it in a life, you are gonna be living like royalty. So me happy set it in a right. Like royalty, royalty. Hey.
Man, I set it like G a card. Remember when me get me first under a card? Cartel say Clark's up and it did record. Shell the world me first, it record. Call me blessed, them reaping the reward. Make me first meal, I remember when me used to starve. Pull up a Irish town Benz in a garage. Pops color protege, them cannot sabotage. Like a iPhone 11 summer charge. Puff my ganja in front the Sarge. Right now them surprise, oh man I live. So me gain the blessing, yo I so me give.
Hey, if I ever make it in a life, you are gonna be living like royalty. So me happy set it in a right. Never ever happy think twice, no way. If I ever make it in a life, you are gonna be living like, hey, I me say so me happy set it in a right. Never ever happy think twice, no way. Mommy put her money where your mouth there. Empty bank account support me talent, oh yeah. Everything me have you get it I'm 1,000. On me feel repaying amount of money won't spend. Now we must see rough to see me in a torment. People call me gruff like up in me apartment. Remember me they tell you there would be a moment when the work we put in would have pay off so set. Now you see the family top of the mountains.
Yeah man, you don't know this is Naomi Cowan representing for Talk Up Youth. This on every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. Talk Up Youth, me say Talk Up Youth, yeah. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
Chimney, new government, give thanks.
Sing it.
You know, every day,
realest thing here now, brother.
we give thanks.
For real.
You spend all that money on your watch. How much time you spend with your son? So much money in the club. How much you spend with the ones you love? The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings. You pick it with the shoes by your feet. Now pick and choose the friends where you keep. You now watch where you eat. When last you get a good sleep. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things are your blessing, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. You better notice your blessing.
Sing it. Simplicity we use to survive. Many find it difficult because them ignorant and I. One alone they get in, I go live another life. Telling them again, but I know in a device. Life, no get chance too often. Cut out some of the sadness and invest in a laughing. Time you take a stress, lifetime passing. Tell them say you love them for you see them in a coffin. Let me tell you this, man. Good days, bad days, you know say you went up. Me woulda trade house and car and shed up. Just forget 1 more minute with my brother. So you get up, spend time together. Cherish every second of the day when you're there up. Gotta tell you, I had a close one yesterday. You put an angel over me.
The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessing, your blessing. Simple things, them are your blessing. You better notice your blessings. We've got life, so let's live. You make the time to chase the paper. When last you say a prayer. We've got life, so let's live. And while you're worshipping your treasure, remember nothing lasts forever. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, the blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings. You better notice the blessings. The simple things, them are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, the blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings.
Yo, me pray every time I feel can't do no different. Swear me half a win, that's why I'ma try again. Pray every time I feel, cause God always a listen. One day I have to win, that's why I'ma try again. Send me working hard while I'm still struggling. Minimum wage can't cover my bills. Somebody tell me how I'm gonna live. They might complain, but me not giving. I'll do it now, sure. Only me and God know how my day go. Oh, when me have to make a bad drive out of town. I'm pretty home, I want forgot the place and yes, me, Tanisha first daughter. When me just start, me used to hear be a laughter. But you me know say a time of the master. And everything I say I'm going do me, I go after. You see the free, that's why every day my OD. Just I get a girl from the east with a dream. I shoot for the top and me go bring you a team. Every time I feel, can't do no different. Swear we half away, that's why we try. Every time I feel, cause God always a listen. There I have to, that's why we try again. Nowadays me just want balance my mental enough. Must stop tell myself some I don't good enough. I know like say I just know life are rough. Me for keep on pushing and don't ease up. But even when I try stay out the way, crosses them want see my break. Them not gonna live for see the day.
Welcome back to Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, here on the best revolutionary station in Jamaica, nationwide 90 FM. We are here, whether you're listening to us here on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7 or 90.9 FM band, we are glad to have you here with us this morning. And I'm here with my co-host this morning. Is that so?
Yes. Good morning, Jamaica. This is, of course, the producer boss, Damon Scarlett. We're here live in the studio, and you heard him right. I'm his co-host today because we're switching roles.
Yes.
Because in every aspect of life, we have to have a little training, So I'm going to be the co-host, and Curtin is going to be leading the show today.
Yes, I am really excited for that. Thank you for this opportunity.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what are we going to be doing today, Curtin? It's a big weekend,
Yeah, it is. So it's Mother's Day weekend, and big up to all of the mothers them out there. Big up my mother, big up your mother, big up the engineer mother, big up every mother's out there.
Yes.
So this is going to be a rhythmic conversation, the Mother's Day weekend, where we celebrate the rhythm of women's life, the beat of their heart, and the laughter, the music that brings us all together. We'll dive into a world of comedy, exploring the history of plays and comedics and that shaped our culture. We'll also be hearing from some special guests, including reggae and gospel artists, sharing their stories and inspiring messages.
All right, yes, love that. So we'll be talking about the moms. Big up to the moms, and a little later on, we're going to be joined by our brand rep, our brand specialist from the Carimed Group, and they're going to be talking to us about the importance of women's health.
Yeah.
All right. They have something very interesting that they want to share with the nation.
Yeah.
And Miss Shanika Edwards is going to be joining us in a bit to talk to us about that. And so that's coming up in the show in about 11:30, and 11:45 we'll be turning our attention, as Curtin said, to talk about the importance of plays and comedies. Do you go to plays?
I went to, I think, 2 last year. I'm looking forward to go to some more this year. So definitely very interesting.
Okay. And you laughed?
Of course.
Oh.
Of course.
For the comedy ones. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Jamaican-born and international playwright and dramatist Ricky Rowe, joined us to talk to us about the importance of plays and comedies, its history, and the need for a play festival in Jamaica. Oh. He'll also share his story with us and how he started in the world of drama and comedy. And what's happening at 12 o'clock?
So at 12, it's our pre-Mother's Day music pick. So we share some of our favorite songs in dedication to all our mothers out there. So if you have a song pick, you can just send them in the comment section if you're watching here on YouTube, or even call in and tell us which song you want us to play.
Right.
12:15.
We have our artist spotlight and Boss the Youth segment. So we're going to be joined by Chris Malachi, an artist who has honed his soulful and powerful voice in the industry, and he has an outlook that he has intertwined music with spirituality. He has worked on several projects alongside Grammy-nominated producers, and he'll be here later today to share his musical journey. And of course, there will be a special performance in the Bust the Youth segment. So, want you to stick and stay with us. It's going to be a great show, right? So, we're going to be here until 1 p.m. So, lots more in store. Of course, we have our social media highlights. Have the world relays are going on at this point over there in China. So, stick and stay with us. This is Nationwide 90 FM, the Talk Up Youth radio show, a youth-led Talk Up Youth production. Stay tuned for more. And what we normally say, Curtis.
Talk Up Youth, Mr. F.
Talk Up Youth. We'll be right back after the break.
That's why I'ma try again. Pray every time I feel, cause God always a listen. One day I have to win. That's why I'ma try again. Send me working hard, why am I still struggling? Minimum wage can't cover my bills. Somebody tell me how I'm gonna live. Me might complain, but me not giving. I'll do it now, sure. Only me and God know how my day go. Oh, well, me have to make a bad drive out of town. I'm pretty home, I want to cut the place under.
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, myself, Talk Up Youth.
Corian Solid Surface, so versatile and beautiful. It's non-porous, no sealing necessary, renewable and repairable, so easy to clean and maintain, and can be thermoformed into any shape. Choose Corian, the #1 solid surface in the world, when you want beauty and the best for your countertop. Visit Home International Limited, located at 104 Constance Ring Road. Telephone 755-1970
or 276-6448.
This Mother's Day, make her smile with something as special as she is. At Fragrance and More, the all-occasion store, we've crafted the perfect gift baskets just for mom. Choose from personalized baskets, goodies baskets, fresh fruit baskets, fruits and goodies combos, beautiful flowers, and so much more. Call or WhatsApp us today at 876-346-6882.
For over 30 years, Chris and Charles has been financing your goals, dreams, creating your great moments. Celebrate the occasion with us. Borrow $1 million, pay less than $25,000 monthly, and get 30% off your processing fees. No guarantor needed. Call 876-920-4189 or WhatsApp 876-838-9028. Conditions apply. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
Everything loud and wicked every Saturday 3 to 5 p.m. with Outside with Pepita. Lone vibes, lone laughs, and lone entertainment. Come on the road with it. Cause when we say Outside with Pepita, we're there all over Jamaica. Anyway, check them out. We're there. We're in on the business. Stay tuned in for prizes, surprises, giveaways, guest artists, and enough more. But hold on there. We forget to big up my DJ. DJ Jerome, the shell boss, I'm gonna make it bust to pew pew with the maddest, baddest, and latest tune. So look out for Outside with Pepita. We might be coming to a town near you. You heard it here first. Outside with Pepita, Saturdays 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. The new revolution in media. Jamaica, lock it in and don't miss a thing.
Talk Up Youth and talk the truth. I ask the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths here and nationwide, 90 FM, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush.
Count your blessings, yeah. Well, today is a new day. Give thanks to life. All praises to the Lord, me safe and me sanctified. Nah, make them stress me. Me a whole a vibe. With Red Boom, DJ and Moon, and me born to fight. And the Lord is around us. In blessings surround us. Me don't care who like me. Me just a go and show love. And the Lord is around us. In blessings surround us. Me don't care who like me. Me just a go and show love. Far me I come from.
Welcome back to Talk Up Youth radio show, the voice of the
Jamaican youth.
And you know, today's show is all mothers, you know, just celebrating mothers, just on a whole, you know, Damien. And I'm joined by my, of course, co-host,
the producer boss, Damon Scarlett, and Cardine is in the, well, should I say the hot seat today? He's learning how to control and to lead a show.
Yes,
and
of course,
you know, Talk Up Youth is all about giving the young people opportunities and to groom them and to let them understand that is a great responsibility.
Yes,
that they have when they come here on a Saturday and they sit in the seat, you know, and you know, to spread positivity and love, factual information, as well as we share with our listeners and our viewers. But as you said, Cardine, that this weekend is a big weekend because we're going to be celebrating our mothers. And some places have already started the whole decoration and
a
the
lot of
gifts, baskets,
and you know,
make sure if you check out Half a Tree, look more from now,
tell you.
the place cock because a lot of Mother's Day items are available. So Mother's Day is a special occasion dedicated to honoring mothers, motherhood, and the profound influence mothers have in our lives. And we want to start off with this quote from James Foss that says, "The influence of a mother in the lives of her children is beyond calculation." Would you agree with that?
Of course, definitely 100%.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
what else you have for us?
So the other quote says, "To describe my mother would be to write about an hurricane in its perfect pour," by Maya Angelou.
Right. So when you think about those two quotes, you know, you can't really calculate, as it's whatever say, like Jamaicans say, calculate. But you know, you can't really put a price on all that moms do for us. You know, moms are like superheroes.
I believe so. You know?
I'm probably going to go further and say they are superheroes.
Yes,
not like superheroes.
Yes.
They are superheroes.
Yes.
You know, and I want to say, as we get closer to Mother's Day, I know a number of persons when it comes around to this time of the year. Of course, they're a bit saddened because they would have lost their mom. I want to say condolences to those individuals. I know for myself, I would fall in that category.
Yeah, my condolences.
But I'm good.
Yeah, definitely 100%. You know, and we just want to big up all the mothers out there. You know, whether you're a grandmother, whether you're a godmother. You know, you're a mother, right? You know, big up all of the real mother them, of course.
And even if you're a foster mom, we
of course
love and celebrate you. But so that's one thing you admire about your mom, Cardine.
It would be remiss of me to just say one thing that I admire.
I want to ask you,
but however, I would say maybe her consistency of, you know, despite everything that might be happening, she still get up every day and just take on the role of, you know, being a mother, you know, catering to us, catering to her family. You know, that is just one thing I really admire about her. You know. What about you? What was one thing that you admired about your mother?
I would say just her love for people, and wanting to help, even when, as you said, sometimes things are really tough. But she had that heart and that of wanting to give and being generous. And then the other one here is that how has your mom inspired you? I think, like, for me, I remember when my mom, when she was ailing at one point, and I went to church and I saw her still, like, worshiping God and giving God praise, and I was like, how you do that? How you do that? And she always had a smile on her face, you know? And so that signal that she had some kind of joy in her heart, and that encouraged me. That inspired me to show me that despite whatever life throws at you, you can still press on. Because if she did it, I can do it too.
Of course.
So I'm definitely inspired by that. My mom was also a dressmaker.
Okay.
Didn't inspire me to do some dressmaking, but she also taught clothing and textiles.
Okay.
So she was a teacher as well.
That's good.
In the education sector. And I was really inspired by that. Just her love for teaching students, not only students in high school, but those who have come from inner city communities, underserved communities, and working with them. So I really admired that, and I in some way, shape, and form is doing something similar. So that's a great inspiration there.
Definitely.
So what's your memorable moment of your mom?
I would say maybe when I was maybe a bit younger. I remember my mom used to but I think it was just about the time when I was starting primary school. She used to get up every morning because they used to have this thing called early morning class. So my mother used to make sure every morning she get me up, she wake me up early so I can get ready, and she used to help me get ready for go to school, and she used to walk with me, walk with me go to school, because I used to attend a school in the community. So every morning she used to wake me up, and we used to get ready together, and we used to walk go to school, and she used to wait until early morning class finish, and just ask me how was it and stuff like that. So I think that was really
wait until the class done?
The early morning class. Yes, it was early morning class. So classes start from probably 6:30 to probably 7 or so.
That's early.
Yeah, so that's why it's called early morning class, Okay. So I really, those were some of the good times, I would say. I definitely cherished in my heart. So
wow.
Yeah.
Right, so earlier on we said, thank you for sharing that, Curtin, and your memory of your mom. And I know there are many of our listeners and our viewers today that, if they were to start talking about the memories that they've had,
of course,
we'd have been here until the end of the year.
Of course.
But, so that question, do you think moms are superheroes, right? No, if your mom was a superhero, who do you want her to be?
Maybe like a Wonder Woman.
I just feel like you're gonna say Wonder Woman.
Or maybe a Wonder Woman or so.
Why you say Wonder Woman?
Because
what kind of character Wonder Woman have? Say,
I think Wonder Woman character really speaks to me in a sense that she was very resilient, she stand up for what she believed in, and that's definitely my mom. So that character would really resonate with me and my relationship with my mom and my mom holistically. So I would say Wonder Woman. I try to think about other female characters out there. A long time I watch cartoon.
They're
which characters you didn't say?
You have Storm. You have Storm. I think sometimes when you look at Storm in X-Men, she possesses this kind of in a sense, control, but then there's a side to her that's also calm, and sometimes that is something that when you see persons with those character traits, almost like it's really admirable. And there's this kind of a nurturing spirit.
Of course.
Moms have nurturing spirit, and they care for others. It's really good. And as you mentioned about Wonder Woman, I think with Wonder Woman is her strength and courage. Moms demonstrate that.
Of course.
They're very courageous women. and the compassion and empathy that is also shared. Her compassion and empathy make her a true hero.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I agree with this one that says Captain Marvel, but empowerment, like Captain Marvel, our mom's empowerment and confidence inspire us.
Yeah.
Right, as well as her intelligence and resourcefulness. If it's one thing we know about the mothers, they are very resourceful. As I said, them can take them on and turn fashion.
Yeah, man, as the whole time saying.
You know? So yeah.
You know, what I was thinking about yesterday to Mr. Scarlett, I don't know if you know this whole proverb. It goes by saying, and my mother always used to say it a lot. Pig or hog used to ask, no. Where you go? I think it's like, hog used to ask, your mother, how you mouth long so. I didn't say no fret. Yeah, come, you would understand. I say go viewers. Think something along that line.
Well, the viewers on YouTube will correct us.
Something along that line.
But what was the essence of what you were saying?
So every time, I was reminiscing back on that same proverb. She always used to say growing up. So it was really along the line of saying that a lot of time you used to grow up and see like she makes any sacrifices. And me I say, no, myself, me not make them sacrifices there. You get me? I say, because me I say, I put myself first. But the more you get older, you know, the more you understand in life, you get to evolve their own life. You just get to understand that why they're really doing it. You know, my mother was a strong woman. She still is. You know, certain things she put her in. Well, our needs, of course, above hers. You know, so that's one thing I would definitely say that, you know, definitely resonates with me. Like the sacrifices she makes or used to make was really, really, you know, profound to me. So that's why the quote just come back. I mean, I say. I mean, if I saw it go, but we'll find it out.
Yeah, I was looking it up because it's not the one that says hug say the first dirty water me catch me wash. I don't think it's that one. Right, no. And then there's another one here that says about hug them what in mind game for. Let's come back to that one.
We'll come back to
the proverb, but the essence of this one that I'm looking at, though, it talks about the fact that to each his own, and I don't think that's one that you're referring to.
Yeah.
But there are some valid life lessons that our moms teach us, and we ought to carry that right throughout life. So I want to say big up to all the moms. You are superheroes. Yeah. Whether you are in your own way. Yeah. And of course, you know, you're a protector. Yeah. You know, they help us to manage our time.
Of course.
You know, they are good with nurturing.
Yeah.
So many character traits there, and we have to just salute them for that. Yeah. And as we enter into the weekend, on behalf of the entire Nationwide family and, of course, the Talk Up Yout family, you want to say Happy Mother's Day when it comes. Now we're going to be going to a break, and when we come back we'll be joined by our brand specialist from the Kymed Group, Shanika Edwards, and she's going to be talking to us about this important product relating to our women. This is the Talk Up Yout radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. We'll be right back after this. Talk Up Yout, Mr. Faye.
Talk Up Yout.
Soon come.
Guilty, outperform, outlast. Guilty, with top performance. Guilty, eating jackhammer. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Fancy select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-6111-4. Delta Supply. We service what we sell.
This Mother's Day, make her smile with something as special as she is. At Fragrance and More, the all-occasion store, we've crafted the perfect gift baskets just for mom. Choose from personalized baskets, goodies baskets, fresh fruit baskets, fruits and goodies combos, beautiful flowers, and so much more. Call or WhatsApp us today at 876-346-6882.
Everything loud and wicked Wicked every Saturday 3 to 5 p.m. with Outside with Pepita. Loan vibes, loan laughs, and loan entertainment. Come on the road with we. Cause when we say Outside with Pepita, we're there all over Jamaica. Anyway, check them out. We're there. We're in on the business. Stay tuned in for prizes, surprises, giveaways, guest artists, and enough more. But hold on there. We forget to big up my DJ. DJ Jerome, the shell boss, I'm gonna make your bust to pew pew with the baddest, and latest tune. So look out for Outside with Pepita. We might be coming to a town near you. You heard it here first. Outside with Pepita, Saturdays 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. The new revolution in media. Jamaica, lock it in and don't miss a thing.
This Child's Month, the Design Studio is calling all young creatives and proud parents. It's the Kids Room Redo Contest, a 4-week celebration of creativity and color. Whether your child decorated their own space or you created a magical room just for them, we want to see it. Share photos, win prizes, and get featured on our show. Tune in every week this May to the Design Studio with Karen Booker from 1 to 3 p.m. for fun, inspiration, and winners. Enter now by sending your pics via WhatsApp to 876-280-6629. Let's make Child's Month bold, bright, and beautiful.
Loudy kids, madam ground, not yesterday. I like your hip start show. Loudy kids, to my on to them by the street, madam going back home. This is Ngozi Ride representing for Talk Up Youth.
For my mama. Where would I be, Lord? Where would I be? Where would I be without my mama? Mommy, me love you, there's nothing I'd put above you. No house, nor no girl, nor no car. Stand firm in all my life, nothing about you. From a barn, me and you apart. Mommy, I'm a princess. Mommy, I'm a dan. First lady in my life, a girl of you understand. Special dedication to the big woman. From your love, your mama make me see your hand. So bust a blank for your mama, lighter for your mama. Selector, you better pull up the one you for your mama. Proud of your mama, sing loud for your mama. Yeah, I make you know you're happy. She bring you come here. From your heart, tell me sing this one. From your love, your mama like this man. There's no one like my mama, no. Mama never had it easy at times. Many days I don't know how we survive. She said, no worries, we'll be fine. We held on cause of mama's teachings. And in the scripture she placed her beliefs in. Real thing, if I never mama, I wouldn't believe it. So bust a blank for your mama, lighter for your mama. Selector, you better pull up the one you for your mama. Proud of your mama, sing loud for your mama. Yeah, I make you know you're happy. She bring you come here. From your heart, tell me sing this one. From your love, your mama like this man. There's no one like my mama, no. Hey yo, how come my mama this year?
Yes, what's a blank for your mother?
A special one for your mom.
Yes.
On this pre-Mother's Day weekend. So welcome back to the Talk Up It Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. And who is hosting the show today?
Curtin is hosting the show, of course. You know, your main host, and we also have alongside with me my co-host
for the day. Yes. is the producer boss, Damien Scarlett. So welcome back to the show, everyone. And right now we're going to be jumping into a conversation with our brand specialist, and her name is Miss Shanika Edwards. Good morning, Shanika. Miss Edwards?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. Thank you. How are you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. I know that we're hearing you on the other line. Yeah. We're awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Awesome.
Should I say congratulations and happy Mother's Day?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. But it's coming. It's coming.
Yes.
It's coming.
Hopefully.
Yeah, man. So we want to be talking about Carimed Group, specifically the the Kirk Federated Pharmaceutical Division, and your brand promotion on Confidence Sanitary Napkin. So let's talk about the main objective of this, and why is this important, and why is the Caramed family wanting to share this information with our listeners?
All right, no problem. So first thing, I want to make a correction. So it is Kirk FP division of the Caramed Group.
Of the Caramed
It's
Group,
the consumer division of the Caramed Group. And today we're talking about Confidence Sanitary Napkins. So this is our line of feminine products. And these are designed to provide comfort and protection to all women. And we cater to all women from puberty until adulthood. And no better time to talk about, the perfect brand of sanitary napkin than on this program, Talk Up Youth, and pre-Mother's Day. Yeah? So we are talking that we're featuring all women today.
Yeah.
All right. So we offer a wide range of products, of options for our customers. So we have our panty liners, which comes in our regular and our newly added long panty liner to give persons, more coverage. We have our ultra thin and our ultra thin overnight. These are our sanitary pads, and these are for the lighter days. We have also our regular maxis, which are available in with wings and without wings. These are for female who have a regular flow. And for the heavy flow girlies, we offer the overnight and the maternity pads. And I just want to encourage ladies that the maternity pad, even though it says maternity, it is for heavy flow. So you don't have to wait until you have your baby to go and pick up a pack of maternity pad. Once you are a female who has heavy flow, you can buy the maternity pad. It is perfect.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Shanika. It's interesting that you're sharing this with us today. On our way to the studio this morning, Credit and I were having a conversation, and we're saying that it's interesting that it's the men holding down the fort today, and we're going to be talking with you about this. But the conclusion that we drew was that we have women in our lives, right? We have our moms, and if she's not well, probably she might have to say to us, can you just go and pick up something for me, right? And we'll have sisters, and we're aspiring to being married and all of that. So we must have an idea of what it is that the women go through and the necessities. So we are learning as we're having this conversation with you, right?
Perfect.
So, right. So which makes me, want to find out from you, what makes Confidence Sanitary Napkins stand out from the other brands?
No problem. So what makes our product stand out is the amazing features that we offer. So for women want to feel comfortable. Women want something that is breathable, and that is exactly what we offer. So our pads are designed with breathable cotton soft cover. This allows air to flow through. So as they go about their day, they are feeling fresh and dry all day long. It is super absorbent. It has a super absorbent core. So what it does is pull the moisture to the center of the pad. So this helps to prevent any leakage or any accidents as they are on their period. And for added coverage and protection, it is body shaped. So as the female go about their day, whether they are in the gym, whether they are just going to work or going to run errands, they can be comfortable and confident that the Confidence Sanitary Pad will move with their body and they won't have any leakage. But I'm happy that you mentioned you men having this interview with me, because we are also in the schools. And what we do, we target both boys and girls at a young age. So we educate both of them on puberty and sanitary products, and we also include the boys when we're talking about the period and the feminine products for the girls, because as you mentioned, you have mothers, you have sisters, and as they grow older, they will get wives and children, and it is important for them to know about these products.
Yeah. So, Miss Cedars, I heard you mention previously about schools and stuff, and those initiatives. So this kind of leads into the next question that we are going to ask. What is Confidence Sanitary Napkins, doing to give back to schools and communities on a whole?
No problem. So we have a schools program that we are actually in the schools. We do donations, we do partnership, we do sponsorship, and also in the communities we do health fairs, we participate in health fairs and so on, because we believe that every woman must have access to the basic sanitary products. And it is so sad that today there are still many women who don't have access to it or cannot afford it. And that is one of the reasons, too, why we make our products very accessible and very affordable for our users.
Wow. Oh, I love that.
Yes, thank you for that. And what is the response like when you go into the schools, though, Miss Edwards, especially from the young men? As you were sharing a little bit earlier on, are they more receptive to the information, willing to to adapt and to learn, how to even to take care of their special one?
Yes, for sure. They are very eager to learn. They are very attentive. They answer questions. They ask questions. They are very, very active in the process. They are very curious as well. So it's very interesting, and we love to have them, and we love to educate them and see the responses and the reactions.
Oh, love that.
Of course.
That kind of education does help them in their own persona and development. So in terms of the purchase of these sanitary items, where can a person purchase Confidence sanitary napkins? And it's not just, if you notice, as you said, the brand as well and the name. And it's interesting because last week our focus was on confidence, right? So here we're talking about, so where can listeners and viewers purchase this?
So our Confidence sanitary napkins are available in all stores island-wide. So from your supermarkets, your pharmacies, wholesales, your corner shop, those are your mom and pop shop. You can go into the gas stations as well. So everywhere you go, you can ask for or pick up a pack of Confidence sanitary napkins. We make sure that it is available to our customers.
We love that. Accessible, very accessible.
Yes, definitely. And across the island, you said, right?
Yeah, island-wide.
Okay. And then in keeping with our focus for, Mother's Day, pre-Mother's Day weekend, as we say, what are some of your final words for women that are watching and also listening at home, or perhaps they're on the road, driving, doing their weekend chores and so on? What are some of the words of encouragement that you have for them?
I just want to let our customers know that confidence is all about keeping you comfortable and secure during your period. It doesn't matter the kind of flow you have, we've got you covered. So, try a pack of Confidence sanitary napkin. If you have never tried it before, I encourage you to go and pick up a pack. And if you are a diehard customer, I appreciate you, and I implore you to continue and try our two new products, the long panty liner and the ultra thin overnight that you recently added to the portfolio.
All right, thank you so much. That was the brand specialist there from Kirk FP division of the Carimed Group, Miss Shanika Edwards, and encouraging our women to take more focus on their health. Women's health check is also important. And for the men that are around, we need to know these things so that we can come alongside and be of great help to them. Thank you so much, Miss Edwards, and do have a great afternoon. Well,
Thank
still
you
morning.
so much for having me, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes, I'm sure they receive it quite well. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. You take care.
All right. So there you have it. So Curtin, you learned something new. I learned something new.
Of course.
And Carimed is doing what they are doing in terms of providing these products for our women, and we want to say kudos to them for these two new products that they are offering. So you see, if when you have your wife, Curtin, and she's going through a period and all of that, then you know how to come alongside and to help.
Of course.
Right? And to build back the confidence.
Definitely.
Right? And to help her to get the Confidence sanitary napkin. So thanks again, Miss Edwards. And, these are conversations that, I
to be
think
had.
we need to have these conversations
of course.
as men as well. Sometimes we might shy away from them, but,
the next thing I can, get to fathom to Mr. Scarlett is that, a lot of times we as men have this conversation, even in schools. I know, when I was in high school previously, a lot of times them always say, "Oh, me not go buy no pad." You get me? I say, me not go buy no pot, me not go do this and do that. But come on. You get me? I say, be real now. If your mother, supposed to have a situation on the road or something, and she asks you to go and procure it, are you going to say you're not going to do it? So it's I think it's time now for us as men to step up to the mantle and just do the right thing.
And I'm sure there are persons out there that
Of
are
course.
doing it. But I guess when it comes on to the conversation, creating of menstruation, sometimes people see it as something that's kind of taboo to talk about. But this is why we have people like Miss Edwards to spread the awareness and the education. And it's not just for women to learn, as we've been saying, but also for the men to learn. And as we heard that they are into the schools and they're giving back and helping the communities as well. So that's what we need. And let's not underplay that as gentlemen. Let's not underplay that, but see how we can help in the process and to make that time more relaxing. We can be very moody in that time, But when they turn on the charm, right?
Definitely to help build back there.
Confidence.
All right.
And that's where we're going to be leaving that conversation today. And we're going to be jumping to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have an opportunity to listen to some of our Mother's Day pick. And then we're going to head into our artist spotlight and the Bus to Youth segment. This is the Talk Up Youth radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Talk Up Youth, Mr. Faye.
Talk Up Youth.
We soon come.
Tell me sing this one. From your love your mama like this man. There's no one like my mama, no. Mama never had it easy at times. She cried, sometimes she cried. Many days I don't know how we survive. She said, no worry, it will be fine. I bust the windows out your car, and no, it didn't mend my broken heart.
Relationships are like sweet strawberries when everything is going well. The heart is full of love and you're under a spell. But what happens when the love is diminished and the relationship is finished? How many stories have you heard about exes doing the absurd after a partner went on their merry way and they're upset to this very day? Do you think instead of making a stink, it is better to be prudent like a good student and learn the lessons of life, even though it cuts like a knife? Join me, Rodney Campbell, every Tuesday from 9 to 10:30 p.m. for Affairs of the Heart, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. This Tuesday's topic, the bitter shake-up that comes after the breakup. You did what?
I bust the windows out your car, and no, it didn't mend my broken heart.
Affairs of the Heart is brought to you by Supermed Pharmacy. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed. The Ministry of Health and Wellness. Healthy people, healthy environment. Viewers, here's to the story.
ICMS Limited. Yes, we can bring in the money.
And Durex, distributed by Massey Distribution Limited, Jamaica.
Are you ready for something mega?
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels 2 promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Korean solid surface, so versatile and beautiful. It's non-porous, no sealing necessary, renewable and repairable, so easy to clean and maintain, and can be thermoformed into any shape. Choose Korean, the #1 solid surface in the world, when you want beauty and the best for your countertop. Visit Home International Limited, located at 104 Constant Spring Road. Telephone 755-1970
or 276-6448.
This Mother's Day, make her smile with something as special as she is. At Fragrance and More, the all-occasion store, we've crafted the perfect gift baskets just for mom. Choose from personalized baskets, goodies baskets, fresh fruit baskets, fruits and goodies combos, beautiful flowers, and so much more. Call or WhatsApp us today at 876-346-6882.
For over 30 years, Chris and Charles has been financing your goals, dreams, creating your great moments. Celebrate the occasion with us. Borrow $1 million, pay less than $25,000 monthly, and get 30% off your processing fees. No guarantor needed. Call 876-920-4189 or WhatsApp 876-838-9028. Conditions apply. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
Outperform, outlast, with top performance, Chakama, reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Fancy select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-6111-4. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
Talk up youths. Hey. Oh yeah, boy. Listen. Right about now we want to tell them. We tell them say youths, you have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youths for unite right now. No silence. You youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
Long before the dawning, into the break of day, your wisdom finds me and leads me on, and never to escape, a strength that shall remain. It's never fading, it's here to stay. When my back's against the wall, you rise above them all, a hand to help me and ease the fall. From beginning to the end, and in the in-between, you're so consistent. For me, can't nothing beat my mother's love. Can't nothing shake what she's made of. She's made like heavens up above. Can't nothing beat my mother's love. I find it so amazing. Didn't fully see it then. You've been a blessing without an end. Yeah, I'm forever learning from the lessons great and small. Yeah, you taught me, and I'm holding on. And anytime I call, before a single word, you know exactly what's on my heart. From beginning to the end, and in the in-between, you stay consistent. For me, can't nothing beat my mother's love. Can't nothing shake what she's made of. She's made like heavens up above. Can't nothing beat my mother's love. Can't nothing beat my mother's love. Oh no, can't nothing shake what she's made of. Hey, she's made like heavens from above. Can't nothing beat my mother's love.
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, Mr. for Talk Up Youth.
I remember Mama and the love that she gave. Kneeling by her bedside, I can still hear Mama say, the people are depending on you, Shirley. Don't you let them down. I remember Mama in a happy way. We went to school with holes in our shoes. We didn't have much, but the Lord saw us through. Mama kept the family together, yes she did. I remember Mama in a happy way. She packed our lunch in an old greasy bag. It might seem empty, but it was more than others had. It had a lot of love way down deep inside. Yes, it did. And I remember Mama in a happy way. I remember Mama in a happy way. Now Mama is sleeping in the bosom of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Somehow I know she's smiling. She's smiling over us right now. Look at her there. One day I'll see her again. How happy I will be. Yeah. I remember Mama in a happy way. I remember Mama in a happy way. My brothers and sisters, they're living far apart. Although my mom is gone, she's right here in our hearts. We all gonna pull together and stay in the holy place. Why? I remember Mama in a happy way. Oh, yeah. I remember Mama in a happy way. You know, I remember my mama when I was about 12 years old. I was going to church, playing church. How many of you used to play church? Let me see your hand. Yeah, some of you still play. And I remember I'd go down Mount Calvary, that's where I belong. And I'd jump and I'd shout and I'd come back home. But I was still disobedient. I would talk back. And one day, me and Ed here, we decided that we want to play church. Let me tell you what we did. We went out in the back and started playing church. And my brother was a pastor. Me and Ed here, we were the members in the church. And let me tell you something. It's hard to come in contact with Jesus and still be the same. I don't care who you are. I don't care. You can be the chiefest of sinners. You will never be the same. And I've forgotten I've been going down to the church, playing church. Came home still disobedient. Didn't want to wash the dishes. Didn't want to bring the clothes in off the line. Didn't want to do anything. Mama said, I'm sick of you going down to that church playing with God. Went in there, we went outdoors, we started playing church. Sat down on the bottom step. My brother was a preacher, and we were the members in the church. And he put some old glasses and put them right here on his nose, and he said, I want you to jump up and shout Jesus 3 times. And I jumped up and I shouted Jesus 2 times, but when I jumped up the 3rd time, something got a hold of me. I couldn't sit back down. Ann ran in the house. She said, Mama, so Shirley is out there playing with the Lord. Mama came to the door. But she looked out there and saw me, shouting and dancing all over the backyard, tears running down my face. It's just a life. Mama looked out there and she said, she ain't playing this time. Hallelujah! And I remember Mama all along.
Talk Up Youth and talk the truth. I ask the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths, here and nationwide, 90 FM, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush!
Hey mama, hi mama. Oh my, oh my. Oh mama, don't cry. Gonna give you banana flame so high.
Reaching out to all the mothers in the world. Sometimes it's just the way things are to be, yeah.
Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. It's my words and my uttering. Mama, I will never let you down. I'll never go away. I'll always be around. You know why you do it, such love that you found. I'm always gonna let you wear that crown. Through the roughest of times, you maintain your calm towards your only end, while sheltering me from the storm. And when it's cold, you wrap me in a towel so warm. Oh my, oh my, I'm so glad I was born. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Oh, thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. This is my word. I'm gonna make you so proud. Such good son you have. You're the one who teaches me all the good from the bad. Even when the system keeps pressuring my dad, you got high hopes. Thanks be unto the Most High God. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. All my vision, aspiration, I owe it all unto you. It's my words and my offering. I'm a big man now, that's how things go. Things they do to survive, only Jah knows. Fiercely protecting us while watching us grow. You've been up, even when it's on the down low. Work so hard to see us go to school. Blisters on your fingers so they can't take us for food. I'm here for a purpose, I'm here to rule. Most High Jah, Rastafari will see us through. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Thank Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Oh. Now it's my turn to make life. I'm so mature, know I've got my kids and my wife, and I'm positively sure I'm doing fine, and still can do so much more. You'd prepare me for the future, my love, you deserve. Keep doing your thing, while others not knowing. But deep inside your heart, mama, you know where it was going. Can a mother lose her tender care for her child that she been showing? Somehow, your stars keeps glowing. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through.
Are you ready? 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 Are you ready?
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, myself, a Talk Up Youth.
I'll be standing taller to face the darkest and the hardest of times. We'll be taking care of all the children thereof. But if it's required, we'll be on the front line. You can call me by my name. I am ready to roll. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. Call me anytime, never cop out. Lioness is on the rise, don't you ever have doubt. Never say never, willingness forever to fight and be strong. Once it's for better, I'll write every letter and moving right along. And I'll roll with the punches, accept changes, work with the formula, do what I have to do. And call me by my name, I am ready to roll. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. Call me anytime, never clock out. Lioness is on the rise, don't you ever have doubt.
Let me show you how I'm...
When you are willing to serve, we have room to observe, to see if you can walk the walk you took. Let me give you my word, my voice must be heard. Bravery is a piece of my heart. Call me by my name, I am ready to roll. Once the rules remain the same, how the story's been told. Call me anytime, never cop out. A lioness is on the rise. Don't ever have no doubt. Oh, when the road.
Natural beauty, you know. Yeah. No, I've never been someone shy until I seen your eyes. Still I had to try. Yeah. Oh yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. Woman, I'll treat you like a man is supposed to. You'll never have to cry. No, I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. And she's royal, yeah, so royal. And I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind. No, the way she moves to her own beat, she has the qualities of a queen. She's a queen. Ooh, ooh, what a natural beauty. No need no makeup to be a cutie. She's a queen. She's a queen. And when they ask what a good woman's made of, she's not afraid and ashamed of who she is. She's royal, yeah, so royal. And I need her in my life. I so one of a kind, until the night that I see you rise. My queen, so supreme.
Talk Up Youth and talk the truth. I ask the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths here and nationwide, 90 FM, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush!
Strong women. So amazing how this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman. The gift of life astounds me to this day. I give it up for the woman. She's the constant wind that fills my sail, oh, that woman. With a smile and a star, she'll protect you like a child. That's a woman. She'll put a smile upon her face and take you to the higher place. So don't you underestimate strength of a woman. Strength of a woman. Woke up this morning, I got up with a scent of a woman. Just picture if you would what life would be. Ain't much good without a woman. She can nag and be a constant pain, oh, that woman. But those hips, she's got me whipped, and it's just too hard to resist. What a woman. Hey, she'll put a smile upon her face and take you to the higher place. So don't you underestimate the strength of a woman.
Welcome back to Talk Up Youth, the voice of the
Jamaican youth, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. And it's good to be here.
Of course.
Those are some of our Mother's Day pick,
Yeah.
blessing up our women,
Of course.
blessing up our moms,
Yeah.
and for all of the great work that you do. And as that last one there from Shaggy himself, the strength of a woman. And for those of our ladies or women who woke up today not feeling, up to their maximum self
empowered,
and empowered,
Yeah.
I trust that from those songs that we played from our special picks,
Yeah.
that you felt truly, truly encouraged.
Yeah, and loved.
Right? And loved. So, Curtin, you're going to cook for mommy tomorrow?
I'm going to try a thing.
You're going to try it? No. You can't try a thing on the day. Right?
Well,
you have to
true.
try a thing
True.
before the day,
Yeah.
so that when on the day,
Yeah.
everything is all right.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah,
So,
definitely.
mommy, you are not to allow Curdy in the kitchen tomorrow.
let's see
Unless
about
he's
that.
washing up.
Let's see about that.
Unless he's washing up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Talk Up Beat Radio Show. We're going to be jumping into this segment where it's an artist spotlight and, of course, the Bust the Youth segment.
Yeah.
And each and every week we try to bring someone new into the space. And today we are joined by none other than Chris Malachi. Right, and we're going to be hearing from him in just a moment. Chris was born into a world where music and spirituality seamlessly intertwined, and his name is Chris Malachi. And That's the name he goes by, right? And a lifelong devotee of soulful sounds has found a way to strike that balance, merging into reggae while continuing to be the bearer of messages. Grew up in a family deeply rooted in both music and the faith, and he honed his soulful and powerful voice in that arena. And starting in the church, he evolved from a young pianist to a church choir vocalist, inspired by his father's choir direction and his uncle's spiritual guidance. I welcome Chris to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm great.
You're
I'm
great.
great. Good to be here, you know.
All right, good to have you as well. I know it's a Saturday and an artist could be busy doing so many other things, in the studio and all that. But we're here for this conversation. All right, so we started our show by bigging up our moms and the work that they do. I don't know if you have anyone you want to give a special shout out to before we just jump into your conversation.
Well, Mom, happy Mother's Day when it comes. I love you very, very, very much. And I'll ensure that you have a good day tomorrow.
All right. That's promising, When I'm the voice already, so I'm sure I'm going to serenade her and all of these things.
Let's see.
So let's see. All right, so we're talking about your musical journey, Chris. So earlier on, we spoke about, in your bio, your upbringing, being in a musical family. What was that like for you? And, even though you had people around you in music, what pulled you in this direction?
Well, for me, growing up was a lot of music and a lot of church and a lot of family members in church and doing music. So my first exposure to music was like something to aspire to, because all of my older cousins and my uncles and my father, everybody doing music. But then also doing it in the context of church really showed me the power and purpose of music. Because as you would understand, music play a very important role in church. So me coming to do music as a career, I always approach it from that standpoint, that if I'm going to sing, say something meaningful, because people are out there and music has a way of touching the soul. So for me it was just a matter of loving it genuinely until I started to feel the feeling to step into it, when it's like, okay, I think there are things out there that maybe I know I'm probably the only one who knows how to say it in this way. Because I really balance my values when you listen to my music, because as a Christian living life, I try to make music always in that reality. So that's really what drew me, because I realized that, okay, I want to speak about love, I want to speak about social matters, I want to speak about just life in general. But then from that perspective of a man of faith, I think I started to see a unique offering that I could give.
I like that. I like that point of view. You also mentioned about speaking about value and how it was sort of just balancing what is happening in current status quo and then what's happening with love and wanting to speak about something or sing about something meaningful. So it sort of lead into our next question, which says, how do you balance your spiritual roots with your spiritual roots with your reggae music? How does that balance come about?
Well, if you look at it, reggae music is always spiritual music from the foundation. Like, reggae is that music that is really most powerful when a meaningful message is attached to it. So I see reggae music as the perfect avenue for the type of music and the mission that I'm on. Because people come to reggae music wanting to hear something thoughtful and deep and meaningful. So it's just, as I said, to put my own unique offering to it.
So would you consider yourself in a sense a reggae gospel artist, or more of a reggae artist, or more of a gospel artist? Which one? Or you would say you mix the both of them together?
I would say I really more consider myself a reggae artist. whereas it relates to things like gospel, that's more about like my personal beliefs and how I want to express that through the music, just in terms of aspects of everyday life.
Yeah.
Because the things that we believe should
Yeah.
affect our everyday life.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
But
you spoke about that earlier.
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
spoke about the social
exactly,
ills and so on,
exactly.
Yeah, understandable.
So for that reason, I wouldn't necessarily put myself in the gospel category, because my music isn't always fitting in that genre. But it's more about what do my personal beliefs and our personal beliefs in general, how does that reflect about our everyday life and the things we care about and how we approach.
Yeah. I like what you mentioned about the part about saying that reggae is always spiritual sound, always touching the soul. And what gave you that inspiration to start, along that line of reggae? Was it in a sense that in your household you always see your daddy or your uncle or your brother or sister, play a little reggae music every now and then, or is a community? What started inspired you to take on that path or that genre?
Well, for me, I would say what inspired me to take it on personally was the reggae revival. When Chronics and Protege and all of those guys were coming up.
Yeah.
That is when I started to see and understand reggae music and even like a personal way that was relating to me. Because the way I grew up, was a lot of gospel music playing in my house. Reggae gospel as well. So very exposed, the Papa San and the Chevelle Franklin and the DJ Nicholas. We know all of them. But then now, even deeper than that, just understanding the people that I want to speak to. I have a deep love for Jamaican people and Jamaican culture. And the best way to do that is to do that in our own language and our own culture. I feel like even more than just making songs, I feel like a part of my mission is to really uplift our culture. So the best way for do that is to start in our culture, and reggae music is that.
And the power of music overall, and as you said, reggae is definitely a part of us and the history that we so enjoy. So, are there any other artists apart from Chronics and Mortimer that inspire your storytelling, if I can put it that way?
Yeah, man, it's a boy. If I could have, I would have like bring out one whole list.
Give us your top five. Give us your top five.
It change every week. So where they have like a
top five this week. Let's say the top five this week.
All right, where they have like a Kendrick Lamar, a Cleo Soul, Great Bob Marley, of course, Garnet Silk. I grew up listening to a lot of Kanye West.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people are across a whole lot of different genres. That's one thing about me. If you check my phone, you would see a whole lot of different genres from different times. But those are the few I can think of right now. But I just really approach music from any music that is unique and soulful. I find inspiration in that.
I like that. I like that. How you say anything that's soulful, So it sort of makes way for our next question that you're about to ask. What is some of the most meaningful message you would say you try to convey, through your music so far? Because like you said that if you're going to sing or speak about something, it has to make sense. So now, what would you say some are your most meaningful lyrics, from some of their songs that you have released and stuff?
Some of my most meaningful lyrics.
I think you should say all them lyrics meaningful.
Well, I was actually going to give you a line still that I think can encapsulate a lot. I have a line in a song called Dust. It says, "Who are we? We are all of us. Who are you to go make a fuss? Don't you know that we all are dust?" And what I'm explaining in that line is that we're all here together in this world, and like we all have value to give. We all have something to learn and teach from each other. And I think that kind of encapsulates a lot of how I even just go about music in general, in the sense that I have value, you have value. How can we live life in a way that is thoughtful to each other? How can we reflect our purposes in a way that contribute to the whole society.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I want to infuse some of the little fast five questions that we have here for Chris. If you weren't a musician, what would you be doing?
Good question. Probably would be working more in video production, more in film production. I really enjoy that.
Okay.
You know, a part of me feel like I would be somewhere in probably psychology somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I really enjoy just learning about the mind. I think it's so fascinating. That's all I can say for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But so you say if you want to put on the music, you can go in the whole psychology profession and all of that.
And field production.
Well, yeah,
and
because
production.
then that's the thing about doing music. You know, you get it's like there's a lot of expertise from different places that go into being a musician. You know?
Can be a production psychologist. I don't know if that job exists, but it probably will. I'm sure if you go
psychologist.
Listen, if you go on Google right now and type that in, I'm sure Google will give you a response to that.
Probably.
Perhaps so. If you could collaborate with any legendary reggae artist, who would it be and why? And people normally say dead or alive. So
dead or alive. Wow. First person come to mind is maybe a Garnet Silk. You know, Garnet Silk, Dennis Brown. Yeah, just and alive. Somebody like Alila Ike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might be listening.
Yeah, if you're listening.
Maybe listening. I'm a G still, but you know, I really love what you do in the music. And as I say, artists like Garnet Silk as well. Yo, you ever hear them man they sing? It's like his strength in him vocals and is so powerful. You know, and I feel like if there was a way if get both of us on a song somehow. That would be amazing.
And so it's beyond even just the word, but it's how much you put into it. You know? And I guess that's what makes the soulful side of things come across, and we love that and the kind of work that you're doing. But when we come back, we're going to be running to a break. When we come back, we want to be hearing one of your songs that you released yesterday. It's a featured song. It's called Sacred Place.
Sacred Place, on the Sacred Rhythm.
On the Sacred Rhythm. All right, so we're going to be hearing that when we come back from the break. This is the Talk Up Yout radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Talk Up Yout, Mr. Faye.
Talk Up Yout.
We soon come.
Me nah have a problem fi say sorry when me wrong. Me head just kinda tough, it take a while fi understand. But I don't take for granted all the patience that you
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore a range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield Mandeville. Call 876-963-0628-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
Outperform, outlast. With top performance. Chakama. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Pan select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-6111-4. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
This Mother's Day, make her smile with something as special as she is. At Fragrance and More, the all-occasion store, we've crafted the perfect gift baskets just for mom. Choose from personalized baskets, goodies baskets, fresh fruit baskets, fruits and goodies combos, beautiful flowers, and so much more. Call or WhatsApp us today at 876-346-6882.
This is Nikisha Bonds representing for Talk Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, myself, Talk Up Youth.
When I go bother with no cuss and trace. As we share this space, let's make it our sacred place. Another heart to heart, and we're face to face. We both have flaws, so we both need grace. And I would never want a world without your warm embrace. So no matter what we're going through, I keep a sacred place in my heart. There's a space in my heart for you. You never have to doubt if my love is true. I keep a sacred place in my heart. There's a space in my heart for you. Me nah have a problem fi say sorry when me wrong. Me head just kinda tough, it take a while fi understand. But I don't take for granted all the patience that you have. I'm learning how to love you every day's a lesson plan. Cause this love only grow if we nurture it. And this house is not a home if there's hurt in it. Certain breeze I try to blow and overturn the shit. But them cannot knock we down, cause we firm in it. My love is standing firm, my girl. No matter what we're going through, I keep a sacred place in my heart. There's a space in my heart for you. You never have to doubt if my love is true. I keep a sacred place in my heart. There's a space in my heart for you. You can talk to me anytime. It's okay to confide.
Welcome back to Talk Up Youth, the voice of the
Jamaican youth.
Here.
And that one, well, yes, right here on Nationwide 90 FM. Sorry, my boss.
Yeah.
Right. So, yes, that one from Chris Malachi, Sacred Place. You know, there's a space in my heart.
Yeah.
What was the line before that one?
I keep a sacred place in my heart. There's a space in my heart for
Right.
you.
Wow.
Is it kind of a love song-ish?
Definitely a love song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just about when you love somebody, you have to make it your mission for just act according to their best interests, especially in tougher times. That is when it's really matters, you know.
Well, you know, I love the fact that you play that song. Even though it's Mother's Day.
And I'm just gonna say, it speaks to our mothers.
You know, moms
have a place in heart for mother.
Yeah, but you see, to the special one out there, whoever the special one is,
yes,
whoever she might be listening, you know, there's a space in my heart.
There's a space in my heart, you know.
But yeah, man. So, what inspired you to pen these lyrics, though? Because sometimes when we hear words, you know, Caribbean, we don't know what's behind that. And I know you spoke about, for example, writing music out of what you see happening every day.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's another side of it where it could be out of maybe something personal or so. But do you find that you write songs or pen lyrics out of personal circumstances then?
Yeah, man, definitely. And a song like this is an interesting example because sometimes, although this song is in the context of a more romantic love, I think it applies and in many ways could be inspired from just love relationships in general. So it is applicable to whether it's a relationship with your mother or a close friend or stuff like that. The reason being because just in interpersonal relationships, right? We go through tough times, we go through ups and downs. There's times when your mother might talk to you, you're vexed today. but because you're your mother and you love her, you treat her with respect and love.
Of course.
Same thing with whether it's your partner or your child or stuff like that. And that's really what the song is about. That no matter what we're going through, for better or for worse, you're the person right now who have my priority. You know, so is that commitment and that reminder that we treat the people we love with respect and care.
I like that.
And it's a good reminder because especially even in the context of marriage, those are some commitment and vows that married couples make in terms, as you mentioned, no matter for better or for worse. And to know that, yes, in good times, bad times, that commitment that you make to be there for each other. And I like that.
Yes.
These are the kind of music that we need to hear more of.
Yeah, touches the soul,
Oh, the man saying the soulful music.
Yeah, definitely.
So this one is called Sacred Place.
Sacred Place.
And this is on the Sacred Rhythm.
Yeah.
And there are several other artists on the rhythm, and this was released yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Yeah. So you're hearing this fresh right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Big up KLX, big up Island Wave and Rhythm Boss, man.
Yeah, man, and all the others who are working behind the scenes to put out this label.
Of course.
If you could give an encouragement before you go, and if you could give any encouragement to a younger artist that's listening to Chris Malachi, hear his story, listening to his sound, melody, everything, what is that advice that you give to that person?
I would say just be aware that music is, I would say it's more about consistency and persistency. That is more than it is about luck and even just talent. It's given to the ones who can really stick it through. So just fall in love with the process and keep on going.
You hear that? Fall in love with the process and keep on going. I like that.
Write it down. Because we don't say you're going to post it on social media. And so fall in love with the process, right?
Yeah.
And that's a very powerful reminder. Yeah. And it's not just for music, just anything that you're seeking to take on in life. We definitely have to stick to it. As I said, fall in love with the process. And we learned last week to seek out the problems in a good way.
Of course.
All right, so we want to go to your performance track. Yeah. Which one you want to give to the listeners today?
I would Take on Street.
Take on Street.
Take on Street. So when I asked the engineer to gear up that one, that track, who are some of the persons who helped to work with you on this label here, this track?
Alright, so this one now. This is a dancehall street mix. There's a couple versions of Take on Street out there. So so this particular version is produced by Yo Christian, but I also worked with a group of producers named Coastal Kings. Then you have Boomdra. Then you have Top Brass, who is playing hands on it.
Oh, okay.
Best hands musicians in Jamaica right now. So it's an exciting one. I love this song.
Okay. All right, so let's go.
So here you have it.
Yeah. Now this is Chris Malachi. And right now, we Nationwide. Talk Up Youth, we are Take on Street.
Yeah.
Alright. I say move, we are move and I Take on Street. Say we are move and I Take on Street. Move, we are move and I Take on Street. Talk Up Youth, say we in the lead. I say move, we are move and I Take on Street. Say we are move and I Take on Street. Move, we are move and I Take on Street. And you know, say we in the lead, alright then. Me have to keep a show in a transport center. Clean music so the youth them can enter. Then me have to keep a stage show down a market. Show them say one coke a full basket. Me no forget ugly park. Yeah, me have to reach all if me have to walk and a worries. Me step in a pop in. QE and you take rock and come in. Oh Lord, me a Take on Street. Move, we a move and a Take on Street. Say we a move and a Take on Street. And you know, say we in the lead. I say move, we are move and I Take on Street. Say we are move and I Take on Street. I say move, we are move and I Take on Street. Come follow me, come follow me, come follow me. Alright then. Me well want perform in a Stony Hill Square. That I'm my hometown, me plant me roots there. Me feel say me must can keep on Kid Street. Right across from Mesa West, right on the big field. Remember school days, me used to take a bus and say, driver, let me off at the big tree. That a sweet memories. Me have to sing sweet melodies to impact my community. Do it for the love, so me have to sing more. Then me have to keep a show in a Portmore. Then me have to make a stop in a Spain town. Me no really know the place, but Blue will show me round. And if the town people now want hear me, Me a drive car down a St. Mary. I forget the bus so me hunt it daily. Couple free show them no even have to pay me. And then me gone I'm a beer. I feel up my sister Courtney. And then me gone down a Savannah Mark. I'm only study peace and me never study war. I be a big tune that I play and me can't call me have to take in music near and far. Yes, I'm be a big tune that I play and me can't call me have to take in music near and far. Oh Lord, me a take on street. Nationwide, we a take on street. And me say talk up youth, we a take on street. Chris Malachi say we inna the lead. I say move, we a move and a take on street.
Take on street.
Yo, that one them bad.
Yeah, man. Hey.
We a take on
Yeah, man.
street.
Yeah, man. Love that one.
Yo, you see when
Pull up.
We're not the money pull up part right now. But so when they see me out there, you know, I'm taking on the street, right?
Tell you.
You know my league. But I love that, love the vibe, love the energy. That, as you say, that whole dancehall vibe.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm love it clean, you know?
Yeah.
Nice and smooth.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's the kind of energy and the kind of vibe that we bring right here in the studio at Nationwide 90 FM on a Saturday. Yeah. You know, because this is the whole entertainment block and all of these things, and you know, take on the street in a good way, though.
Of course.
In a good and a positive way.
Of course.
You have to do that, and that is the sound of Chris Malachi. We heard Take on the Street, and earlier on he gave us Sacred Place. Where can we find you on social media? Where can we connect with you, Chris?
I'll make it so easy for everybody. So the name is Chris Malachi. And you can find me on all social media platforms at Chris Malachi. So that's ChrisMalachi. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram at Chris Malachi.
All right, and there you have it. And Chris, we're so glad that you were able to pass through today. You know, if we have the time in a credit, we might have to just ask him to drop the last.
Yeah, man, definitely.
All right, but stick and stay with us. We're gonna run to a short break and come back. This is the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Talk Up Youth, Mr. Fair.
Talk Up Youth.
We'll soon come.
Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence, you youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the
people. Sharing the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
In Jamaica, your rights are protected by our Constitution. From the right to education to freedom of expression, every citizen deserves respect and dignity. But remember, with rights come responsibilities. Let's uplift and respect each other and stand against injustice. Together, we can make Jamaica a better place for ourselves and future generations. Know your rights. Embrace your responsibilities. This message was brought to you by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs.
Everything loud and wicked every Saturday 3 to 5 p.m. with Outside with Pepita. Loan vibes, loan laughs, and loan entertainment. Come on the road with we. Cause when we say Outside with Pepita, we're there all over Jamaica. Anyway, check them out. We're there. We're in on the business. Stay tuned in for prizes, surprises, giveaways, guest artists, and enough more. But hold on there. We forget to big up my DJ. DJ Jerome the Shell Boss, I'm gonna make it bust to pew pew with the maddest, baddest, and latest tune. So look out for Outside with Pepita. we might be coming to a town near you. You heard it here first. Outside with Pepita, Saturdays 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. The new revolution in media. Jamaica, lock it in and don't miss a thing.
Education is the key for betterment in this modern time, Education is the key for betterment. Never you waste your time, don't you waste your time. Bless and love. This is Warrior King. It's all about talk up youth, you know. Because the youth them are the future. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Keep in tune, don't move the dial. Rastafari. Reggae music rocking the nation. Good vibration.
Mama, my sweet mama. My daddy was a good old man, but he died since I was one. So you see, it was my mother alone.
Welcome back to Talk Up Youth, the voice of the
Jamaican youth, right here on Nationwide
90
FM. Curtin is getting a hang of this thing, right? And so I'm co-hosting with him today, and we're going to be turning our conversation now to looking at the whole matter of Caribbean theatre. Joining us on our Zoom platform is none other than Ricky Rowe, born and raised in Belcastle, Portland, Jamaica. Ricky Rowe is a seasoned actor and playwright whose career has taken him from the Caribbean to Europe and back. His passion for storytelling and performance has led him to star in numerous Jamaican stage productions, including the beautification of Era Boy, Love Jamaica, and Third World Cup. Good afternoon, Ricky. Welcome to the show. Are you there, Sir Rowe? All right, so while we work on getting him connected, earlier on we were talking about Curdy, the importance of plays and comedy.
Yeah.
Right?
Which play last go today, man?
A long time I go watch some play, you know. Somebody can carry me.
The last play I go watch, I think one name, I think your name. Not barefoot back.
Don't think, you need to say the thing accurately. If you know if you all right. So we're coming back to the play that Curtin last saw. Afternoon, Sir Ricky. How are you?
Afternoon, dear man.
Yeah, man. Blessings and the host today alongside me is Curtin. So we always want to talk a little bit about your journey in playwriting. How did that start for you? Because as your bio would indicate that you're from Jamaica and it has taken you places such as Europe and back and all of that. What has that been like?
Well, first of all, I have to say thanks for having me, Cardian. Big up yourself just the same. My whole upbringing is comedy. Grew up in Portland. Belcastle to be precise, small little district up on the hill. Went to Happy Grove High School, and so from, if you know my family, which you don't, my family, the whole of them are comedian. From my grandmother, my mother, my uncle, my auntie, the whole of them. So most of our days just spend. We go beach, we go river, we just laugh and get joke. I eventually, when I moved to Kingston, kind of took it serious. So I went to the Edna Manley College, started studying, and then from there, so I got into commercials. I got into commercial theater, did my first film, Third World Cup, and then from there, so things just basically just took off from there. So migrated to the UK, started doing more theater, you name it, all the productions from Perfect Black Man, I've Got Your Man, Dancehall Thing, Passa, just to name a few. So many.
Right. A wide variety of your involvement there.
Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of writing, when the writing actually kicked in, it actually kicked in from I was doing Third World Cup, which was a long time ago. I wrote a movie which was called Virgin War. And the writer of Third World Cup actually sat down and she taught me how to actually, because if you writing is actually it's a skill. It's something not everybody is born with it, but ideas we all have ideas. But some people just don't know how to actually put them down and flesh them out into actual format. So the person who actually wrote Third World Cup, she sat down with me day by day.
Yes.
This was on Ealing Road where we used to have island theater, island pictures, and I used to go there during the days, and she, basically taught me how to write a movie. So I actually started writing movie scripts.
Nice.
So from there, so then theater was more popular than even films. So I kind of just branched off into theater and just kept on writing, just writing. So the first play I actually wrote was a play called Four Bulla and One Patty.
What?
Yeah. So if you're Jamaican, say why. If you don't know Ebola, you don't know a patty something wrong. So the first production it was Four Bulla and a Patty. I wrote that in 2008, and I did that in the UK. We performed in London. We went to Birmingham, packed houses. I took that back to Jamaica 2017, recasted it with the late great Valier Maffy Johnson.
Yes.
Dorothy Cunningham, Lakeisha Ellison, just to name a few, but and of course Rodney Campbell. So that did really well again. So I just kept on writing and writing.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love how it evolved and moved from different cultures to cultures. Because
and generations.
Generations, of
right?
course.
And Ricky, as you are talking here, and I'm looking at some of the comments on YouTube, a number of persons are very familiar with some of the work that you have done. Right? And Annie's saying that yes, he's an excellent actor, and she's also referring to in the one that called Dirty Wine, two of his plays that she can recall as well. So Cardian, we're in the midst of stars, right?
Yeah,
here,
of course.
But Sir Ro, in terms of your Caribbean storytelling, though, how do you think that Caribbean storytelling can impact global audiences?
It's not can, we have been.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we have been, and this is where I believe that I come in, because here what now? We're kind of on we're at a crossroad now as far as storytelling, writers, actors are concerned, because here what now? We have lost a great amount of our forefathers as far as actors are concerned, writers are concerned, directors are concerned. We lost Valier Johnson, as I said before. So right now, what needs to happen is we need to have the younger generation coming. And it's not that they don't want to. I don't believe that they don't want to, but it's because they're not finding the access to get into films, to get into theater and such forth. So I would like to present myself, and I would like to think of myself as that bridge, because I'm bridging the seasoned, or the if you want to call them, the older, and also the younger generation, so we can facilitate, because our culture is very strong. And I say that because I've lived also in the Netherlands. Netherlands, basically, they're not talking no English at all. They do speak, if you press it out of them, but they want you to speak Dutch. So, living in the Netherlands, I lived there for 2.5 years, and I had to learn Dutch because they refuse to talk it. But I give you a very funny story. I was walking through Amsterdam one day, because I just went there, don't know anybody, and walking through Amsterdam, and all of a sudden, all we hear around the corner is, yeah, man, remember, sir.
Yes.
Kind of sound familiar. So me I walk towards the sound, and I must say, yeah, man, gonna come, man, make sure you come my party later on. Big party I go keep. So up until this point, me think I'm the only Jamaican in the Netherlands. until me see this guy. I say, Bridgie,
No, we're all over the place, man.
we all over the place. So when you ask, can Jamaican culture, story influence the world? We have been doing it and we continue to do it. Our greatest problem, I believe, our greatest issue is owning our culture.
Yes.
Owning our influence. Because no matter what, there's a film I believe that came out. I don't know if it's fully out yet, but this is a film that was done in the UK. Peter Andre used to be a big singer back in the days, a UK singer. And the film basically, it's filmed from the UK to Jamaica. And the storyline is that this young man, his father has a lot of money and he wants to claim some of this money, but his father is in prison. So he actually enlists Peter Andre to pretend to be his father. So Peter Andre dreadlocks and everything and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, man. One. It's been a lot of backlash saying that.
But one of the things, I've been hearing, Ricky, because we're almost out of time as we're having these nostalgic memories created and going through what the history has been like. In about 30 seconds, I know you mentioned that you are wanting to offer yourself as the bridge. How can persons reach out to you? Because I know you have some upcoming productions and you want to also do some, like a play festival in Jamaica. And we're definitely going to have a part 2 of that conversation. But how can we reach out to you, persons who are listening?
Well, first of all, you can reach out to me any one of the social media platforms. Ricky Rowe. Can't hard to find. Ricky Rowe. Once you go online and type in Ricky Rowe, you must see me.
Okay.
They're all over the place. TikTok. Basically, I just kind of discover TikTok, to be honest. But Facebook, Instagram, you name it.
Okay, so Ricky Rowe all over then.
Ricky Rowe, RICKYROWE. And of course, on the 20th of July, I'm doing the first, it's called Playfest, which is going to be in Florida.
Okay.
At Lauderhill Performing Arts Center. And we're having 2 plays on the same day, just for one price. Basically, what I'm trying to do is basically just have theater revived once more. And
okay, well, what we're going to do is that we're going to take that information from, because as I said, I'm completely out of time just now.
Yes.
But we love the work that you're doing, and I know you also want to have a replica of that Playfest here in Jamaica.
Yes.
So when we're getting closer to that time, we're going to just have that conversation again, right? I'm going to say thank you so much for speaking to us, Ricky Rowe, great talent actor here in Jamaica, Europe, and across the world.
Yeah.
So I want to say much love to you and the work that you're doing. All right.
Thank you very much for having me, and big up nationwide as well.
Yes.
Big up the whole of Jamaica.
Big up the whole of Jamaica. Blessings on you. Well, this is how it goes in the media land. There's so much more that we can talk about, but we want to have to close here for now as we make way for the design studio, right? That's another show that talk about a lot of talent in the context of art. But we've had a great show today, and talking to Shanika, talking to Ricky, we had Chris Malachi coming on, and we're definitely going to have Chris back for a part 2, so we can take on the street some more, right? But it's been a fun day, and as we get ready for Mother's Day, I know Karen is going to come and talk to us about how much fix up the house on Mother's Day and all of that. So we're excited. This is where we have to leave it for today. Until next week, I want to say thank you to our engineer, David McNeisha. Cardin was in a hot seat today. And to the entire Nationwide family and our executive producer, all the best and thank you so much. See you next week. Talk up youth, myself, eh?
Talk up youth.
I thank the Lord. Mama used to pray for me. I thank you, Lord.